Welcome, our trusted viewer, to Risk in Focus. We will dive right in. David, how can you develop a business continuity plan?
When you talk about business continuity plan, even you're including the word continuity. And if it's something that is continuing in future, then you have to plan.
Yes.
So business continuity plan, remember, it's that document that is telling us how we can be able to respond to that disruptive event, whether it is who is going to address it, how we going to communicate, what are resources we need. That is the plan. And the first thing foremost is that when we want to develop a business continuity plan, we must have commitment and support from top management.
Okay.
Remember, we need the tone at the top.
Yes, true.
Business continuity management, remember, this is something that we need to convince the board it can happen. It's in the future. And we need them to embrace it, so that when even we require resources, we need authority, we need guidance, they are able to support. Once we get the support from the board and the tone at the top there, we need to build a team. Not everybody who can deal with a business continuity plan,
Yes.
everybody within an organization. Although we will train everybody there and tell them we have this kind of a thing in the organization, but we need to build a core team
Yes.
that understands what is business continuity. They understand risk management. They are able to represent all the departments within the organization,
Yes.
so that as a team they are able to know that they are responsible for building that business continuity plan that will be implemented in the organization to be used by the respective stakeholders.
Yes.
Remember, we need resources to build a business continuity plan. Or even when an event happens,
Yes.
we need to have resources to contain that disruptive event.
Okay.
In most cases, you'll find that we cannot be able to have resources to address all the disruptive events that can happen within an organization. So this requires the assessment of the risks
Okay.
and the risks that we have within an organization, identifying the risks that can bring these disruptive events, called risk assessment.
Okay.
Remember, when we are doing the risk assessment generic process,
Yes.
we talked about risk assessment as including identification of the
Yes,
risk.
yes.
We were doing the analysis,
Yeah.
and we are doing the evaluation, where we make the decision on how we are going to control it.
Yes.
Having done the risk assessment and knowing that these are the most risks that can impact on this business, it brings us now to what we call develop a business impact analysis.
Okay.
And a business impact analysis is consumes what we have been able to do in the risk assessment. We are saying we have this risk that can happen, but what impact can it have within the organization? If it is a production and we are having a conveyor belt
Yes.
and or a bearing that can only be sourced from Japan, and we know that it can that conveyor belt can cut in a minute out of usage.
Okay.
We need to ensure, we need to rank it as a high impact within the organization, because if it cuts and we don't have plans on having another one, then the impact is so high that it can cause stoppages in production,
Yes.
stoppages in supplies, stoppages in receiving or supplying our customers, the risk of losing them. The impact is high.
Yes.
And like, for example, when we say that a payroll system can collapse, if a payroll system collapse, we can even go and do a manual one and be able to pay people salaries.
Yes.
You see, the two impacts are different. That is why we need to do develop a business impact analysis, so that we are able to know which are these ones that can really impact negatively into the business. And then we have to document all this. We need to put it into a document whereby, for example, if we are orienting a new staff, we are able to take them through and tell them this is a business continuity plan in the event that we have an event, a negative event that can affect us. Also, you see, we cannot develop a business continuity plan and then say, let us wait for the event to come. We need to do testing and retesting, you know, because things change.
Yes.
When we have that business continuity plan, let us create, for example, an artificial crisis and see how we can respond.
Okay.
Did our business continuity plan address it? If it didn't address, then we need to review it. And even if it worked, then after a certain time, we need to retest it again to see whether it is still working. So we can develop a business continuity plan by having support from the top management, building a team that is effective, assessing the risks that the organization has, developing a business impact analysis, putting the document into Rive and having it where we can reference, and also we test and retest.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well, Alvia, you've had it. For more of this content, like, subscribe, and comment. See you on the next one.